This customer is at significant risk of a dryer fire because of how badly blocked their dryer vent is. There's water coming out of it. We're gonna get this taken care of so that they can run their dryer safely. I got a blocked dryer vent here in Lago Vista, Texas. You can see it right up on the roof behind me here. This homeowner reports that it's just been a while. They got an old dryer. It's not a particularly long vent run. It's a one-story house. And they've got the correct cap on the top, so that's good news. Plus, I don't see a screen. So all that looks good. It sounds like it's just a build-up problem. So first I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna pull out the dryer, connect my tools, and get some airflow in before I go to the roof and run the brush. This customer is at significant risk of a dryer fire because of how badly blocked their dryer vent is. There's water coming out of it and everything. So we're gonna get this taken care of so that they can run their dryer safely. All right, so we already got some debris coming out and the flap is lifting, it appears. So that's also a good sign. We'll run the brush, see what else comes out. All right, now I'll show some of the tools I got set up here. So I've got this 12-foot telescoping ladder. I've got it clipped to the fascia up at the top for stability. And I've got like a 45-pound bag of sand that tied off down at the bottom. I got a pitch hopper here just in case I need it. I'll probably end up setting the camera on it. Might set my vacuum on it. I'm wearing cougar paws to protect myself on the roof, but this roof's not too steep, so I'm mainly wearing it to protect the actual roof, to protect the aggregate that's on the shingles. I got my 20-foot dryer vent cleaning brush here. I got a chest bag full of all the tools that I might end up needing on the roof. Got respirator, goggles, and a pair of Wells Lamont saddle tan leather gloves. Yeah, this is pretty dirty. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty bad. You can hear the airflow getting better as more comes out. Yeah, it was a big fire hazard. right, now I'm gonna go turn the blower on all the way. It's hot. My phone overheated in the Texas sun, but I think it caught everything. All right, we're looking at like 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallons in here. So it's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's pretty bad. All right, now I'm gonna clean all this up and then I'm gonna replace that old sleeve. So I generally just give a couple feet of length. This sleeve compresses down pretty easy, so it's safe to use. When you've got enough length here, it allows the homeowner to pull the machine out to get items that might fall behind it, to do any cleaning back here if they ever want to, stuff like that. So I try to give them just enough length so that, you know, someone in their 50s or 60s can, without too much trouble, get back here and retrieve anything that might fall back here or do some work back here without having to call a professional out just to connect this sleeve. All right, so this homeowner had several years of lint built up in the dryer vent, and that's what was causing the blockage. It was causing airflow problems, it was causing the dryer not to work properly, and it was creating a pretty significant fire risk. But we got that taken care of, good airflow now, so they got nothing to worry about. I recommend cleaning your dryer vent about once a year. So if you are in Austin and you need your dryer vent cleaned, give me a call.